There's a petition going around calling for Keir Starmer to hold another general election. With over 2 million signatures, it calls out the apparent lies in the Labour manifesto. So, will this work? Well, obviously not. Petitions are an advisory tool to discuss particular topics in Parliament. And as Keir Starmer said, this isn't how our system works. We had an election 5 months ago. It was a loveless landslide, but we're stuck with Labour for now. So Keir Starmer was always going to have it tough. You've got the whole right wing media ecosphere against him: The Sun, The Times, Rupert Murdoch. You've got the Daily Mail, The Telegraph, The Express, The Daily Star, and then you've got GB News, you've got Talk TV. The whole right wing media, which is dominant in the UK, they frame the Overton window, they frame the discourse. They are literally kind of framing how Keir Starmer is doing. And Keir Starmer needs to fight back and really push back against the messaging. And can I talk about the fact that actually under the Tories, they cut taxes for the wealthy and they raised taxes for average working people. Labour have kind of dedicated and promised to not raise taxes for the working people and make people at the top pay a bit more. So, for example, introducing 20% VAT on private schools. Only 7% of the population are privately educated. It's a luxury product. And why should the average person, taxpayer, subsidize a luxury product which will help their children pretty much get on in life? I mean, I think half, if not more, 65% of Tory MPs are privately educated. Much of the media, law, doctors are privately educated, and it's a golden ticket for life basically. So why shouldn't they pay a bit more? I think that's a good policy. Also, as well, getting rid of non-dom status. Great. They could be doing a lot more. For example, they're increasing inheritance tax to up to 3 million over 10 years. And yes, farmers are going to have to pay a bit more. But we're left with a doubling of the debt under the Tories. Austerity has kind of decimated the country. That's why our country is doing so poorly. We've got crumbling schools, an NHS on its knees, and I think Labour should have actually said, no, we've got to pay for this. We should even raise taxes a little bit and go, we need to mend the crumbling infrastructure of the UK, and it's going to cost money. And people would be prepared to pay for it, and they are, if it's spent in the right places. With, again, the Tories spaffing a trillion plus in the last 14 years, what do we have for it? Well, again, austerity killed the country, literally killed tens of thousands of people. And now we're kind of behind where Labour have got to make up for lost time. The fact that we're stagnating, no growth in the economy, the fact that, again, living standards have been decreasing, even life expectancy has been starting to go down a little bit. So, again, Labour have got 10 years now to really start improving the country because they're going to win the next election. The Tories, Reform, and UKIP are going to split the vote. You can have a few million more people going from the Tories to Reform. You can have a few people going from Reform to UKIP, and maybe even a few Tories going to Lib Dems, and maybe even Labour. So you're going to have a split vote, and we're going to be in the same situation again, where Labour win, and again they've got to do better with their messaging, their comms, their PR, and fight dirty, fight back against the right wing media. I know they're up against it, but they've got to improve their messaging because Keir Starmer isn't a natural politician. He was a lawyer for most of his life. He's not a natural politician. He's not good at messaging. But at a certain point, it's all about public opinion. And he's got to show that this is going to pay off in the end. So comment below. Is this the beginning of the end for Keir Starmer? Can he hold on? And I'll see you in the next video.